Hi, Match 110, and as always, I'm late to the party. This is my fragrance reviewers tag video. Should have done this about a month ago. First of all, thanks to Loves Mariah 1000, 2000, I've forgotten the number, for tagging me. It's good, it's a fun idea, I really like it. I'm just very late, as usual. The thing is, I'm a very punctual person in everything else in life, so I don't know what's happening. Anyway, if you guys don't know who he is, I'll link his channel here. Go and check it out, because he's another fragrance reviewer, like me, obviously, so go and see what he has to say about certain things. So I'm going to do the classy thing and just read the questions off of my phone, as you do. So some of these I'm not even prepared for, but we'll see. So, question 1. What are your earliest fragrance memories? My answer is probably going to be the same as a lot of people's, I think. It comes from my mum. When you're young and you don't have the money to buy your own pretty things, and you're not really aware of what fragrance is, but you have a nose, you know, I investigated my mum's dresser, and I just remember smelling everything. Not even a fragrance, but in particular, she used to have this powder puff, and I don't know what it is now, and I probably never will, but the smell of that powder puff, that's so old-fashioned, but so cool, just smelled amazing. Probably why I like powdery fragrances now. But notably, she used to have Givenchy Yasatis, Amarige, Estee Lauder Youth Dew, which is a bit now to certain people, but you know, how can you not pick up a bottle that is brown liquid and with a gold bow on it? I just used to smell it all the time. But her favourite one, and still is now, is Dior Essence by Dior, and that will always remind me of my mum. I'm just so annoyed that it's been reformulated. I need to hunt her down some for her 60th birthday, which is in a couple of years. Yeah, but you know, it's just that thing of your first ever smell of perfumes, and just these things that smell so wonderful, and those are my earliest memories. And my uncle also used to wear a lot of fragrance, and he kind of used to buy me them as I got older, so that's that. My first fragrance purchase. What is your first fragrance purchase? It's kind of embarrassing really, but when I first started getting into it and wanting to wear them myself, there's a market that I used to go to in Wembley called Wembley Market, funnily enough. Every second Sunday I used to go with my friends, and there was a store there that had all of these smell-alikes. You know, they had Look, which was CK1, and they had Sanskrit, which was Samsara, and Crisp Winter, which was Cool Water, and all of these crazy names. But those are the first ones that I bought. They were really cheap, and what's weird is that I remember buying Eternity for Men, which I don't like at all. It's not me at all. I didn't even know myself then. And Cool Water as well. My uncle used to wear that, so that was the, you know, like I said, that was the first male kind of ones that I smelled. I would never dream then of buying a fragrance for women, but now that's pretty much 80% of my collection. So the next question: what was your first niche purchase? Not so much niche, but I would say probably more indie. It's my Black Phoenix perfumes. They are quite a big indie perfumer, and I've got loads of them and still buy them now. I haven't really ever bought a niche kind of eau de toilette, because Black Phoenix Alchemy Labs are oils, so but I do want to buy more anyway. So that's that one. What was my first blind buy? I have no idea. I literally can't answer that question. Even if I try my hardest to cast my mind back, I don't know what it is. I can't answer that one, so sorry to the person that, Lupe I think it was, that made these questions up. My best blind buy, that one's easy. That is Boudoir by Vivienne Westwood, which I'll link the review to. That one was one that on Fragrantica, when you're spending a lot of hours just reading reviews, every review of this was very contrasting, and I just had to smell what it was like, because it got described as dirty underwear and sex, and then some people said it smelled like, you know, honey and things like that, and I just thought, right, I need to see what this is all about. Plus the bottle really attracted me, so that was the best one I bought, and I still think it's amazing now. My worst blind buy, that's an easy one too. I'm a bit of a sucker for packaging and names. I just get sucked in so quickly, and Naf Naf released a perfume called Fairy Juice, and the bottle was swirly and it had a bow on it, and when I bought it, it just really had this overwhelming note of synthetic peaches, and I hated it. It smelled like peach air freshener, and it was just the wrongest thing I've ever bought. Yeah, I didn't like that one at all. It was just vile. Next question. What are my favourite fragrance notes? Oh, this changes all the time. I'll always say tuberose. I love tuberose. I think it's a glorious flower. It's just amazing how something from nature can just smell so wonderful when you put it in a fragrance. And I like it in many different forms as well. I recently have grown to like tomato leaf. I'm always... Sorry, there's a motorbike taking off out the back. Bye! Have a nice night. I always like to rub my fingers on the stems of tomatoes and smell them. I think that's an amazing smell, and when it's in perfumes, I don't know, it gives a really nice green tinged edge to everything. I love that. I like freesia as well. I love the light airiness of it. God, there's so many. The list can go on and on forever. Vanilla, I know that's a really boring one, but you can never get enough of that ice creamy goodness. I think it's beautiful. And I really like berries, any kind of berries, forest fruits. I love those kind of notes and fragrances, but I literally am so eclectic with my perfumes that, you know, it's anyone's guess really. But those are the ones that stick out in my head right now. So, what is my favourite fragrance house? I've kind of got two, and they're both commercial fragrance houses, or both designer. Dior is my favourite fragrance house. I'm mad at them for reformulating everything, but I understand it's not their fault. There's regulations coming in. I just really like most of their fragrances, and that's probably why they're my favourite. I like all the Poisons. I like Addict. Dolce Vita, I think, is an amazing perfume. Loads of the Misty or Cherie. Even higher Energy, one of the men's ones, beautiful. Eau Sauvage, whatever it is, I'm still yet to review that. I've got a sample of that. I know it's not going to be my style though, but Dior, I just really like them. It's just a shame that they charge really high prices for a lot of reformulated fragrances. It's a shame, but they are my true favourite. The other one, close second, is Dolce & Gabbana. Again, all of the fragrances that I really love by them have been discontinued, but I've got them, so it's fine. I love the original one for men, the original one for women, the red cap, absolutely stunning. Reviews all over the place. And both of the ones called By, the zebra print and the leopard print. That's another one. I just like their kind of, I guess they're just kind of very luxury smelling. I don't know, I just love them. They're really cool. And I like the One as well. So they're my kind of two favourite fragrance houses. I know you asked me for one, but if I was pushed, then Dior. What fragrance best describes you? That's a very weird but kind of cool question. How can a fragrance describe me? I have to dig deep on this one. I don't know, I'm a Gemini, so I get bored really easily and I flip between things really easily. One day I want to smell like a cake, and one day I want to smell like flowers, and one day I'll want to just smell mysterious. So I couldn't name a particular fragrance, but it'd have to be something that changed a lot completely and went through lots of stages and was multifaceted. So I can't put my finger on it right now, but it would be something like that. Something complex, I guess. Is that good enough? Okay. What is your favourite fragrance? That's a really evil question, because that's like asking somebody what's your favourite song. That's just, you know, impossible to ask to someone that loves fragrance so much. So I'm going to say Stella by Stella McCartney, which is my signature. I think, you know, if I was on a desert island and I had one fragrance, I'd probably pick that. But my top 5 on my Fragrantica shelf, if you're interested, is Samsara by Guerlain, I don't know how you pronounce that. Michael Kors, which is the gorgeous tuberose one, which people are saying smells like bananas. I need to investigate this. Then I've got, oh my god, I'm trying to remember now, Prada Amber for men, gorgeous kind of modern barbershop fragrance. What else have I got on there? I've got Coromandel by Chanel. That's a new one on my list. I mean, when I first smelled that, I was completely in love with it, and I need to get it, even though it's been, again, reformulated and the price has gone up. And then the last one, I can't remember, isn't that really bad? I'm not going to reference my Fragrantica shelf, but if you had to ask me, then it'd be Stella by Stella McCartney. It's my signature. It's a gorgeous, clean, icy rose that is kind of my go-to if I don't know what to wear. So, my fragrance profile. The answer to this one's kind of similar to what fragrance describes me. I'm really erratic. I don't have a set kind of favourite type of fragrance. One day I'll be wearing something that's sugary and sweet, and then the next time I will wear something that's oriental. I like to have a fragrance that for every occasion, so and season and time of day and everything. So the things I guess I'm drawn to would be heavy hitters. I really like strong perfume. I like to be able to smell it myself. I probably drown out a lot of people's conversations with my perfume because it's so loud. I just like things that are unusual. It's got to make my ears prick up, or my nose prick up, as I sometimes say, and just make me think, gosh, I've never smelled that before. It has to be different. But yeah, I really do flit all over the place. So like I said, I'm a Gemini. I really do flit. So last question, what are your fragrance resolutions going forward? Well, I am consistently trying to scale back my collection, and I'm always thinking and having that freak out moment where I think I've got more perfume than I can ever use. So I can tear through perfume quite quickly. I can use, you know, a 30ml in 2 weeks. It's easily done for me. So my fragrance resolution going forward will be to try and scale back, but I fail miserably every time because I've finished 3, and by the time I finish them I've already bought 5. So it's like perfumes are starting to go under the bed, they're starting to go in the wardrobe because I'm running out of space. So that's my most difficult thing, but I always want more. It's my passion at the end of the day, like probably you watching it. So yeah, I guess that's the main one. I think if there was something else I'd like to say, it would be I'd like to get into niche brands more, even though they're not as affordable as mainstream perfumes, but they always are more interesting. So not always, but a lot of the time they're, you know, they just have a different feel to them than a lot of mass-produced perfumes. So I have got loads of niche samples. I am learning about them. I'm trying loads of them out, and I'd like to scale back in a way of getting rid of the more mainstream common ones and just getting a few more gems that I can keep and wear more often. So that's my interview done. I feel famous. Thanks again, Loves Mariah 1000, I think it's 1000, for tagging me, and yeah, I finally got it done only about 3 months after everyone else, but I'm still here, don't forget about me. So yeah, I'll see you guys next Friday for another review, and as always, subscribe down here if you like my videos and me and perfume stuff. Alright, speak to you soon, bye bye.